Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind.
Hi, I'm Melanie Friedlander, and welcome to my Terrible Take, special weekday edition courtesy of Steelers Depot. Some injuries are easy to talk about. MCL sprains, AC joint separations. We understand the mechanism, the treatment, and the expected return to play. Some are tougher. When Ryan Shazier left the Bengals game on a backboard, I didn't write a blog post until he himself shared his information with fans. It just felt too intrusive. Even then, I tried so hard to be respectful of the seriousness of the situation. This just wasn't about football. This was about his life and his family. Fortunately, Ryan's story has a happy ending, largely due to his tremendous family support and tireless rehab efforts. In a similar way, it's tough to address the absence from training camp where Stephon Tuitt is concerned. As all Steelers fans know, the defensive lineman's younger brother was tragically killed by a hit-and-run driver on June 2nd. Tuitt posted a tribute to his brother on Instagram 2 days later when the news became public, stating, quote, "You are in heaven living stress-free. I miss you so much, bro. We love you and see you again one day. Thank you for your prayers and calls." He also posted multiple photos of his brother over the years. Since then, Tuitt has not participated in any team activities. He's been present at training camp, doing individual work on the sidelines, but has not joined his position group for any drills. By all reports, the team has been easing him in. In a recent interview with Bob Labriola, head coach Mike Tomlin gave the expected answers, starting with his usual mantra that he focuses on the players who are available and adding that he isn't worried about Tuitt's preparation since they still have a month before the regular season opener. One comment of note was that Tomlin was getting great reports daily from the men who were working with Tuitt, so I thought that sounded positive. Tomlin expressed compassion for Tuitt's tragic loss and said he is available to help in informal ways while acknowledging that he has no expertise in these matters and will leave it to the professional clinicians. Yesterday, we had news that the Steelers restructured Tuitt's contract, converting nearly $8 million of base salary into a signing bonus. This is the strongest indication that the front office expects him to play. From a business standpoint, you don't change a week-to-week paycheck into a guaranteed check for a player who will miss time during the regular season. So where does this leave things? One day after the contract restructure, Tuitt remained apart from the team, present at Heinz Field, but not in jersey or pads. So it's clear that his reason for missing team practice is not about avoiding injury prior to an updated deal a la TJ Watt. And given that, we have no idea when he might return. There's no question that this young man and his family has suffered a devastating loss. It's only been a little over 2 months, and for many folks who grieve the loss of a loved one, just getting out of bed, eating, and showering can seem like an overwhelming challenge. Never mind diagnosing an offensive play and throwing your body into a bunch of equally giant linemen. If your head isn't right, you're definitely at increased risk of injury in that situation. I personally can't imagine what Tuitt is going through. I lost my dad when I was a first-year medical student. And even though that loss was expected following a long bout with cancer for my dad, it was a month before I could concentrate on biochemistry and microbiology. I went to class, but I was in a fog. It did, however, eventually clear. And so we wait. The team obviously believes that Tuitt will be ready to go for week 1. Entering his 8th season, he knows the defense and his fellow linemen Cam Hayward and Tyson Alualu well. I think we will see him back in pads and back in practice by the last preseason game. And in the meantime, I hope he knows that all of Steeler Nation has his back. Please follow me on Twitter @GirlSurgeon, and thanks for joining me for my Terrible Take.
Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Skazora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.